Right, for the last while, I've been putting together this kind of a lightweight sort of rig for outdoors that has all the bells and whistles. It has two IR lights. It's got a tungsten light down there, which does help with IR and stuff like that. And we've got another light here. I'm upgrading this. I have one to replace this, but they're generally not a bad light. But today we're going to be talking about this here, which is a Boya microphone, which rivals, actually, it rivals as a cheaper version of the Rode microphone, and two of them just arrived in the post today. So here we go. There it is there. Just dropped a cup. But these are pretty good for either your camera, your computer, or your phone. The same Rode microphone can be used in the same way, but if you wanted to use your phone, you have to get a special adapter for it, which is not supplied, but it is supplied with the Boya. So we're going to have a look at what we have in the box, which is instructions that's just falling all over the floor, and I'm having a good day. There's a cup and instructions on the floor already. What is next? Right, I've opened the package, and that is what we get here. In the small pouch, we get this little shock. It's a kind of a rubbery plastic sort of shock mount here, and you have your connection, your cold shoe connection. You can also screw it into other things. This is the main cable for your microphone, and you'll see that that is the connection there. Now the phone one is slightly different in that it has an extra notch there. Where are we? There we go. So if you wanted to use a microphone, you need that connection there, and on the other side you have the standard, like so. And basically you just plug it into the back of it there, and then you connect this to your camera. Now the great thing about this is you have some of these power microphones that you can get with a tiny little battery. Here's an example of one. You have an on and off switch here, and you've got this tiny little bulb, or this little battery. The big thing, the problem I have with this is they're not I don't know. I have double A's, I have triple A's and stuff like that. I don't want to be carrying around another set of these, which are kind of rare and stuff. I don't know. The other thing is too, and it is a common mistake, it's more common than you think. Sometimes people go out and record a video, and then they discover they didn't turn the microphone on. So, you know, that's why I like this. You plug it in, it works. It's got a dead cat. Can it remove without breaking? Yes. Oh, there we go. You can remove it. What it is an aluminium case, and it seems good quality. It isn't bad. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description to other videos comparing both of them, and most of the videos that I've actually seen there's not much in it between this cheap Boya microphone and the Rode microphone. So, you know, it's a good budget setup. And if you know, if you're out filming like what I do, you know, filming outdoors, you know, outdoor paranormal investigations and stuff like that, you don't want your night or day to be ruined by wind noise. And this dead cat seems to be pretty substantial. It's pretty good. Now, I've just taken it out of the box. I'm not testing it today as such, and I have nothing really to test it up against. Also, it comes in a, you know, you can put it in a little, there's a little leatherette kind of a bag with the logo on it and stuff. There we go. And you can get these for about £20, you know. Okay, let's see how cheap I can get it. We got it at $36.99. I'm sure I can get it cheaper than that. 32. $26.50. No, we can get it cheaper than that. Oh, this is on eBay, by the way. $43.99 in your dreams. 1988. No. 1987. You know, under £20. You know, you're not doing too bad. By the way, these little microphones here, they're little lapel microphones. They're supposed to be actually pretty good, actually. According to reviews, $43.99 in your dreams. No. $21.75, not bad. Here we go, there's the cheapest one. £16.97. So there you have it, like, you know. Let me just compare it to the price of the Rode microphone and see if we can find them. I'm sure we can. Rode microphone. There's a big massive reach. Rode is a very popular brand. That's not the particular one that I'm looking for here. That is it. Now it looks exactly the same. You know, this one, it looks exactly the same. And they are in around the £40 to £50 mark. You know? And there was tests done on them, and there isn't an awful lot of difference in the two, to be honest with you. It's very minimum between the two of them. You know, it looks exactly the same when you compare them, really, you know. Let me see if we can get it any cheaper. Even though today we're not. I'm just showing you a comparison, you know. I'm going to be looking all day, folks, but anyway, that is, you know, it's almost exactly the same as this microphone here. You know, almost identical. So, there you go. But, you know, if you don't want to take my word for it, just look at a load of videos comparing the Rode microphone, the Rode Video Micro compared to the Boya MM1, and you'll find in a lot of those videos there's not much in it really. There's not much, but wind noise is one thing that will affect your video in a very, very bad way, because nobody wants to be listening to wind noise, and that is a good way of that's a good way of tackling that, and pretty versatile. Use it with your phone, use it with your computer, use it with your camcorder and that, and yeah. So both myself and Rachel will be using these, one each, and yeah, the quality construction, it's aluminium, it's not overly heavy. Actually, it says the weight of it here, 86 grams. So we're not talking about pretty heavy, This is rugged metal construction, no batteries required, professional furry windshield included, compatible with smartphones, tablets, DSLR cameras, consumer camcorders, audio recorders, etc. So if you had more than one of these, you could, if you were recording separate audio on a voice recorder, which some people do. They don't use the camera. Some people don't use the camera's audio, and they use a recorder, and then in processing, then they overlay the audio on top of the visuals and stuff like that. But I just couldn't be bothered. I just plug it into the existing camera and that, and away you go, sort of thing. Compact and lightweight directional microphone. So that is basically it, folks, and yeah, it's the BOYA-MM1, So, like a lot of products that I need and I want to get, I use YouTube and I watch a number of videos before I make up my mind what I'm going to get. And there was so little, so little between this and the Rode microphone, and this was actually cheaper. So I decided, because I was getting two of them, that I would get the Boya microphone. And if you are doing a live stream with your phone and you have one of those little rigs that you put your phone into, you got your hot shoe or your cold shoe at the top where you can connect up your microphone and that, and it should improve the quality of your recordings and stuff like that, because nobody wants wind. Now, we didn't have much of a summer with the current situation, so what I'm doing is I'm preparing for winter. Hopefully we'll get out more and stuff like that. And if it snows, if it gets very cold and all the rest of it, I can sort of still go out if my health is okay, because I've got one of those Arctic suits, so I'm not worried about that. But looking forward to testing that, along with testing the camera that I've only used once. We've got two of those. They're HDR SR7s, which I couldn't get in this country. I had to get them in America. So we have two of them. The reason originally why I got two of them is it sort of needed a cradle to take the files off it. And I seen this other camera which included the cradle with it. The first one that I bought didn't have the cradle. I bought a cable, it didn't sync up for some reason, so I says, right, I looked up looking for the cradle to mount it on, and it was as much as buying another camera. So I decided to buy another camera that had the cradle, so now we've got two of them. So Rachel's going to be using one and I'm going to be using one, and both of them are going to be basically the same, So looking forward to getting out, and even if I don't do a paranormal investigation or anything like that, looking forward to get out, see how this goes, and the SR7 camera, and I do have to test the Seek thermal reveal thermal imaging camera. So you know, I've a lot of little things to test and that, and it'll bring us into the winter, and hopefully we'll get more stuff done and that. But that's it for today. I have a light, an upgraded light to this. These are actually pretty good. You know, a lot of people use these. You can take off that, and you can just have an ordinary frosted glass one like that, or you can have the tungsten one, and it's just magnetic and stuff like that. 4 AA batteries. It's not bad, but actually I have a bigger one that's actually lighter, and runs on rechargeable battery, similar to the battery that's in this camera and that, and a lot more versatile in the way there's tones. You know, you got the tungsten brown tones, and it goes from 0 to 100, and the brightest your eyes get affected on how the light intensity is on this new light that I'm going to put on there. But that's another video, folks. But you know, looking forward to using it, because that will brighten up a dark scene, you know, on ordinary vision, really good. So I'm looking forward to trying out all that, and I'll see you in the next one, folks.